Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
People have been fascinated by the idea of flying cars for many years. The 1960s cartoon The Jetsons showed a fictionalized version of the year 2062, complete with flying cars and other futuristic gadgets. The 1982 film Blade Runner had a significantly different take on flying cars, depicting a fictionalized 2019 in which lots of people have access to flying cars called spinners. While these shows might not have gotten all of the details right in their predictions about the future, it's true that our technology has gotten more and more advanced over the years, and flying cars may be a very real possibility very soon. In today's video, we're going to be looking at different flying cars and seeing if flying cars will ever be possible. Stay tuned, because you don't want to miss this list. Number 1. Flying taxis for Uber. One of the companies that has been at the forefront of flying car technology in recent years is Uber, with their fleet of Uber Elevate vehicles. Many people rely on Uber as their main form of transportation, so it would be huge if Uber were able to introduce flying taxis in the coming years. Flying taxis or cars would allow Uber to bypass traffic in crowded urban areas, which would help many people cut down on travel time. Uber revealed the plans for these flying taxis at the January 2020 Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, where they presented audiences with a full-size concept mock-up of the flying vehicle, which was designed in collaboration with Hyundai. This aerial ride-sharing vehicle would have enough room for a driver and 3 passengers, and would be able to travel up to 60 miles at a speed of up to 180 miles per hour. Think about how quickly you could travel across a city at those speeds. Unlike a traditional airplane, these personal air vehicles wouldn't even require a runway, since they're capable of taking off and landing vertically. Since the introduction of the vehicle, Uber has partnered with Joby Aviation to further develop the Uber Elevate fleet and accelerate the path to market for these technologies. Uber has stated that they expect the Uber Elevate vehicles to roll out sometime in 2023. Number 2. Volocopter Velocity. The next flying car we'll be talking about today is the Velocity Volocopter. The Velocity Volocopter was designed by a German company called Volocopter GmbH, and there's been a lot of buzz about their current model of aircraft. The Velocity eVTOL multicopter aircraft is the company's first production model, and they've announced that its first flights may be taking place soon. In September of 2020, the company posted an announcement on their website which read, "Flying over a city with an electrically powered air taxi is not a far-off dream anymore. Velocity, the first-to-fly certified air taxi, will take off to its first mission within 2 to 3 years." In the post, Volocopter GmbH also announced that they would be taking reservations for the first flights, meaning everyday people will have an opportunity to make history as passengers on the first flying car flights. The aircraft is also environmentally friendly and is propelled by a series of 18 electric motors. The current model of Velocity Volocopter can fly up to 22 miles at 62 miles per hour at a time, and its batteries can be changed out in just 5 minutes. This means that during peak traveling hours, the Volocopter can be used continuously without needing to be plugged in. Pretty neat, right? Number 3. Lilium Jet. Up next is the Lilium Jet. This one is pretty cool. The Lilium Jet was designed by a German aerospace company called Lilium GmbH and is a personal air vehicle with vertical takeoff and landing capabilities. While the company has tested out lots of different flying cars over the years, the current 5-seat model of the Lilium Jet took its first flight in May 2019 at an airfield outside of Munich, Germany. The company states that the aircraft was designed with regional mobility in mind, and that it has the same safety standards as today's commercial aircraft. The Lilium Jet is powered by 36 electric motors, which provide a near-instantaneous thrust in almost any direction. Some aerial enthusiasts have compared the Lilium Jet to a drone, since it's able to move so smoothly in the sky. What's really impressive about this particular vehicle is that its structure isn't actually that complicated. In fact, the Lilium Jet has a similar number of individual parts to the average family car. Amazing, right? Lilium GmbH has stated that they will spend the years 2019 to 2024 developing, serializing, and industrializing the aircraft before a 2025 launch date. It seems like flying cars really aren't that far away after all. Number 4. Toyota SkyDrive. The SkyDrive was created by a Japanese startup in collaboration with Toyota. In August of 2020, SkyDrive successfully test flew one of their prototypes at an enclosed field in Japan. The flight lasted 4 minutes, and the pilot made a safe landing on the ground at the end. The vehicle has been described by many as a human-piloted drone, and the current prototype only allows for 1 passenger per vehicle. In fact, when the SkyDrive hits the market, it'll be the world's smallest electric vehicle that's capable of taking off and landing vertically. When asked about the company's motivations for wanting to create a flying car, SkyDrive CEO Tomohiro Fukazawa said, "We want to realize a society where flying cars are an accessible and convenient means of transport transportation in the skies, and people are able to experience a safe, secure, and comfortable new way of life. Just imagine a world where everyone has a flying car. Wouldn't that be awesome? While the SkyDrive is currently just a prototype, the company has stated that they hope to make the SkyDrive available to consumers in 3 years' time. Number 5. Aeromobile. The next flying vehicle on our list is the Aeromobile, a prototype luxury flying vehicle designed by an engineering company based in Slovakia. The design of the Aeromobile combines a sports car and a light aircraft into a single vehicle, and the Aeromobile website describes it as the evolution of the supercar. This particular flying car is unique because it works both as a car and as an aircraft. Aeromobile claims that it can be converted from one form to the other in just under 3 minutes. After the Aeromobile lands from a flight, the wings can be folded in and it functions just like any other car on the road. Pretty neat, right? Engineers on the Aeromobile team worked on prototypes tirelessly for 20 years before the aircraft's first flight in 2014. Since then, the Aeromobile team has continued to tweak the design with hopes that the vehicle will one day be available to consumers. In 2017, the company announced that it would be taking pre-orders for the first 500 units of the aircraft. However, no official announcement has been made as to when these first 500 units will actually be available for purchase. Number 6. Porsche Boeing Flying Car. Next up is the Porsche Boeing Flying Car. In October of 2019, Porsche and Boeing signed a memorandum of understanding, vowing to partner together and explore the world of premium urban air mobility. If that sounds expensive, that's because it is. Both companies have made it clear that the initial flying cars released to a consumer market will likely be very expensive. Like most new markets, we believe urban air mobility will start as a premium market, as it will be restricted to the people who are willing to pay the amount of money necessary to travel like that, said Porsche's senior manager of air mobility in an interview with Avionics International. Compared to other flying car prototypes like the one from Uber, the Porsche Boeing Flying Car will likely have a multitude of luxury features just like any Porsche vehicle. While not much is known about the specific details of the Porsche Boeing project yet, they've revealed that they completed their first successful test flight as of 2019. Who knows, pretty soon people might be able to fly their Porsche to and from work. Number 7. EHang. EHang is a company based in China that focuses on designing and manufacturing both autonomous aerial vehicles and passenger aerial vehicles. The company's been making some exciting leaps in recent years when it comes to urban air mobility and flying cars. In 2016, they amazed auto and aerial enthusiasts alike when they unveiled the EHang 184 at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. The EHang 184 made history as the world's first AAV capable of carrying passengers. Since the company is experienced with making AAVs and drones, the EHang 184 is pretty similar in appearance to a drone, just much larger and with a passenger inside. Throughout the past couple years, EHang has partnered with cities around the world to research and eventually launch an autonomous taxi service. While none of these services have hit the market yet, experts think it's likely that the EHang could be the first flying taxi service to open for business. Number 8. Terrafugia. Last but certainly not least, we have Terrafugia. Terrafugia is a corporation founded by graduates of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in 2006. The company specializes in the design and manufacture of roadable aircrafts, which are aircrafts that can transition into a street-legal vehicle through the use of foldable wings. The most significant aircraft in their fleet is the Terrafugia Transition, which was approved for flight by the FAA in January 2021. In 2022, the vehicle is due to be assessed for road use. If it passes this test as well, it'll become the first fully legal roadable aircraft in the United States. The vehicle is made out of carbon fiber, and its dimensions take into consideration the size of the average household garage. In flight, the vehicle can travel up to 489 miles at speeds of up to 107 miles per hour. On the road, it can reach a speed of up to 70 miles per hour. Terrafugia has also announced that they're working on an eco-friendly electric successor to the Transition, the TFX. While no official reports have been made, it's expected that the TFX will be introduced to the market sometime in 2023. Thanks to the hard work of the engineers at Terrafugia, it doesn't seem like flying cars are so far-fetched anymore. And with that, we wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.